So, welcome to Trevor's Barking Mad channel. The world is his wife are going by at this moment in time. Hope you can hear me. Down in Stokes Bay Gospel yet again. I love it down here. Big wall on my left is Bay House Secondary School. It's quite a grand building, I must admit. There's a lot of history behind it, which has been shown in one of my previous blogs, must be about a year ago, about a Toto walk. Anyway, I digressed. Welcome to Trevor's Barking Mad channel. I am Trevor. Let's roll the cinematics. Start off with a little round. It takes a certain sort of person to put a barbecue on a plastic table, doesn't it? There's four of these, and they're all the same. All got melted tops. When the council for each one has put a slab, you can see how used it is because the grass is growing over it. Well, I don't know if it's the council, I think it's Friends of Stokes Bay who provided these very kindly. This one's actually had real wood seat put on. Obviously the plastic one got melted. There are some absolute idiots in our society today, sadly, and that leads me on to my first little rant. There's Mr. Toto. If I sit on the bench, he sits on the bench as well. Yes, taking it all in. It is actually blooming hot. It's meant to be windy and showers and heavy rain we have forecast for today. Anyway, going to deal with a couple of subjects, something I don't normally deal with. Not political, it's just opinionated, I guess. My opinion, it's my channel, and I can address it on here, I feel, and I don't see why I can't. I will say, if anyone's going to post anything hateful in the comments, then they will be removed as the comments, and you will also be blocked from the channel. First thing to do is pride. We have pride in this country. I've been going to them for about 30 years, very, very briefly. They are a protest of what we still have to achieve for equality and diversity, and they're also a celebration in what we have achieved, and we have achieved a hell of a lot. And just by going to Pride, you are taking part in that protest and that celebration. Some prides are free, aren't they, Toto? Yes. And some you pay for because they have like top-end artists performing. But there's been, when people have posted things of the parade, videos of the parade on social media, there's been a lot of hatred. Now, I know quite a number of this is instigated by Russian troll farms, and that is one of their things. They want to start hatred across the West, basically, and unfortunately haters then just jump on the bandwagon saying freedom of speech and all that, and that's nothing to do with freedom of speech. Freedom of speech does not include hate, bullying, harassment. Freedom of speech is freedom of speech, but it does not include those things at someone else's expense. So let's not hide behind that, and let's not hide behind religion, because religion has nothing to do with pride. And I'm not going to go into that side of things. I am religious, yes. I was born up with the church, and in my own life I have my same beliefs that I've always had. I just don't publicise them. To me, they're private, and as should everyone's religious beliefs be, in my eyes. Been lots of hate, and I've been trying to stand up. For the first time, for 3 days running, I actually got to my limit of replies. I didn't know there was a limit on Facebook that you could reply to, but yes, unfortunately, then when people replied back, and you want to say something back, it means going through about 4,000 or 5,000 replies to try and find that one, and I just can't be asked. They're not worth the effort. So pride is what pride is, and it's for everyone. It's not called gay pride, it's not called gay and lesbian pride, it is pride. And the prides I've been to, everyone is welcome, whether they're straight, gay, families, there's no grooming, there's no stupidity like that, there's no pedos. It's a family day out. Yes, some of the tents may have adult humour in, but there's top artists playing there, there's families listening, there's everyone there to enjoy themselves. It's only the haters that will find something wrong, and to be honest, those haters will find something wrong with everything in life. So that's how they spend their life, that's how they choose to spend their life, and I think that's such a waste of life, to be honest. Look out some positivity and share the love. That's what it's all about. So that is the hate side done. Haters, in my eyes and my life, will certainly never win, and whatever you hide behind, carry on hiding behind it, because that's all you do in life, is hide behind your hate. Now, on to the real subject. And there's two of us now. Have I got a partner? No. No, Mr. Toto is more than enough for me. He's doing so well on his own. Ain't you, Toto? Hey, yo, you good boy. Oops. He is doing so very well, absolutely so impressive. So I could do without the hassles, shall we say, for want of a better word, of our second dog. So we are sticking with one dog at this moment in time. Dear Miss Dottie, certainly not forgotten. She taught him so much, it's quite unbelievable. Please hear it back. So it's not that, no. So I think I've mentioned about a year ago, just over a year ago, I started mysteriously getting blisters on the back of my hand. And you will see some old, very reddish scars from where they were. And indeed one that's recently failed and in its early stages, so thank God for that. And one of the wonderful GPs, he's a skin specialist, thank goodness. How lucky is that? It's just the aeroplane going. And he went through various different attributes as to what it might be, even something to do with the tropical fish tank. But last night, in the end, referred me to dermatology, and that took a little while to come through. There was a bit of a wait with that, because that comes from St Mary's Hospital in Portsmouth, and absolutely fantastic consultant there. She knew exactly what she thought it was. Something called porphyria. And it involved lots of different tests, blood, pee and everything else you can think of, being sent away to the special disease unit in Cardiff. So all of a sudden when I start filming, everyone hangs around. And apparently they got rather excited because I was the first one in the country to have porphyria. Can you believe it? Little old me, the only one. All on me, Todd. How special do I feel? She said they were so excited up in Cardiff, really. As my cousin wonderfully put it, that's what vampires get. And it causes these blisters which burst this sort of pink lemonade fluid. I'm just going to stop for a minute because you'll hear someone else rather than me. So I've had a couple of follow-ups, and the year-long test has proved that it's not generic. So it wasn't something I was born with. It isn't something that's been handed down from mum, dad, or grandparents, etc. It's totally down to a mutated cancer cell. Now they don't know if the mutated cancer cell has been caused by the cancer, my terminal CLL, or if it's been caused by the treatment, my venetoclax tablets. And when my treatment stops in October, they're hoping it is going to totally stop, so they can then do some more tests, and that will decipher whether it's been caused by the cancer. Toto, he's trying to eat the bench. The dog's mad. Toto. Oi. Little monkey. Yes. Or if it's been caused by venetoclax. So if it doesn't stop, I'm going to see if it can stop just for a couple of months anyway. just to see if they can do these tests. But if it doesn't stop, then we may never know. But it's been caused by a mutated cancer cell. Doesn't sound like there's much treatment that can be done. So the marks I have on my head apparently are of a different thing altogether. Not believed to be porphyria. Whether it's got a connection, they don't know. So that is something that's all very ongoing, as is my CLL treatment. One thing that is pretty odd though, so I'm 61, I've got terminal CLL, and I'm on venetoclax tablet only treatment. My body rejected the 2 types of infusions. Last time I went to see my consultant for the porphyria, I was told it's exciting news. You are not the only one anymore. There's 2 of you. You are both 61, you both have terminal CLL, and you are both only on the venetoclax tablets. Well, that's interesting. The other person does have something else going on in their life, which this is not the place to say that. It's mostly told to me in confidence, but they have another issue at play, which I don't. I decided to avoid that whilst I'm on my cancer treatments. So, other than that, we're the same age, on the same treatment, and have the same cancer. So where is that connection? Will we ever know? Will we? Who knows? It's ongoing, so there is 2 of us. I'm no longer the only one in the country, but there's 2 of us now. Oh, and the other weird thing is, we both live in the Portsmouth vicinity. I'm Gosport. I don't know, they're under the Portsmouth Healthcare as well. So who knows what it is? Is it to do with something in Portsmouth, something to do with venetoclax? Oh, pardon me. Or something to do with the CLL? Who knows? Anyway, here's a couple of photos of what's going on in my head, and a couple of photos of the scars left by the porphyria on my hands. On most, it's from the original ones over a year ago. It's just the red marks that are left now. They don't go, apparently. They stay with you. They have faded hell of a lot, but yeah, I've got like red blotches. But you will see the recent porphyria blister that I accidentally caught on something and it burst it early, and it's I think that's possibly helped it go. We will see. Anyway, it's a glorious day out. The Isle of Wight is behind a bit of a haze, most probably heat, to be honest. We're going to carry on with our walk. I'm going to get a few little shots on the way and hope you enjoy it. Here's a few photos as well, not only of my porphyria, etc., but also of what's been happening in the last couple of weeks. So apologies once again, there was no vlog out last week. I hope you enjoyed this vlog. I'm sorry it started off with a bit of a rant, but it gets to me when people are so nasty, so hateful of you just being yourself and other people wanting to be themselves. Yeah, it's okay for the haters to be themselves. That's not how it works. Equality and diversity for all. And I thank you very much for watching, taking your time to watch this vlog, much appreciated. Please do not hesitate to hit the subscribe, like, share and that bell icon. That way YouTube will notify you of the next vlog that comes out. In the meantime, love one another. Life's far too short to hate anybody. Take care. God bless. Loads of birdsong coming from the trees. It's absolutely lovely. Thank you, Toto. That's the Isle of Wight in the distance, behind a bit of a haze. Lots of sailing boats out. I imagine it's a bit dead out there for sailing. There's There's a little bit of wind where that first one is, you can see that in the water, but the rest looks a bit like the doldrums, to be honest. Look at them all though, loads of them. I can't even see what I've got on the screen, so I'm hoping I'm picking it up. And if I move from here, this is one of the biggest things I'll miss, this view. It's ever changing. It's beautiful, it really is beautiful. Toto, hello. Come on then.
If you've ever been lost out yonder, out where the blacktop ends on a back road, can I get a hell yeah? Hell yeah! If you've ever been buzzed on a drop tailgate with the glow of a bonfire burning, can I get an amen? Hell yeah! If you've ever howled at the moon under the stars, skinny dipping in a water hole, can I get an alright? Alright, alright. And if you have, then lift your glass, raise them up, and show some love to a better life. Let's all do a shot. If you took your whiskey, throw down a nice cold beer the size of Texas. Buy a round for Oklahoma, give a shout out to both Dakotas and Tennessee. Drop it like it's hot with some fireball down in Louisiana. We'll all toast to sweet home Alabama. Bartender, this one's on me. To say thank you all out there for keeping it country. If you're up at the break of dawn, tilling that land, bush hogging on a John Deere, can I get a yeehaw? Yeehaw! If you've ever set your scope on a native